%17.77778% of round one is done. Give yourself all a round of applause, please.
Congratulations, everyone. This speedrunning tournament is well underway.
We have done an excellent job these last 2 weeks. I think week 2 has actually eclipsed week 1 in terms of impressiveness.
Big pat on the back all around.
Yes, well done everyone. Round of applause. So welcome back to the ISGP weekly roundup. This is the roundup for week 2. My name is Nintendo Gen 64. This here is
Liam. Welcome again.
Thank you very much. And we're here just to give you once again a recap of the events of the last 7 days of the International Spyro Grand Prix. Starting with, as always, the roundup of the current standings as they are of recording this right now of round 1. So we'll start with Group A.
All right, let's bring up the leaderboards.
So sitting at the top of the leaderboard, we have Trob.
Trob, disgusting Trob. 4-1.
4-1.
The most runs out of everyone, eclipsing all of the competition.
He's done 5 of his runs so far, so he only has another 4 to go.
You need to make it up, everyone else.
He's done an impressive job, losing only to the person who's currently in second place,
Katie Lady.
Katie Lady, who's on 3-0.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Katie Lady has wins over who?
Trob. Chris LBC.
Chris LBC.
Which is very impressive.
Oh, dear me.
And Zindictive.
Zindictive. So 3 good wins, and Katie Lady's in second. Demolist, a bit less impressive. Me, I've got 2 wins and 1 loss, and Ratchet 5, and on it goes.
Yes, and sitting out right at the bottom is our friend Kiefer, who had a speedrun, a very noteworthy speedrun this week with Zindictive.
Zindictive, and we'll get to that one.
We'll talk about this in a bit.
Group B.
Group B. Currently has done the fewest of any group, actually.
Oh, a bit shaky.
Only done 5, so we've done about half the speedruns of Group A. Currently sitting atop our leaderboard is Luke RF44, 2 wins, 0 losses. I'm sitting in second place with 2 wins and 1 loss. And then Knight NC with 1 win, 1 loss. And sitting at the bottom.
Not a single speedrun has been done for Money Maestro, James, Avado, Wedsio, XCal. What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
Not even a single match has been uploaded.
Do your speedrun, Group B. Group B, I'm very disappointed with you. And I belong to Group B, so, you know, a little upsetting.
Group C.
Group C.
The only person who's not from a Western country, Baron Zeph.
Yes, we did a little interesting look at where these competitors are from, and every competitor, except for Baron Zeph, either lives in North America, Great Britain and Ireland, or Australia.
So our local Latvian has picked up 3 wins.
3 impressive
Very
wins.
impressive.
Very impressive wins. Against the likes of whom?
Oh, I don't know.
Mau Mau Club 2. Crystal Fissure. And the AFH013.
And Al.
And Al Malloy.
I had to
think about that. As a host, I should have a mental catalogue of every single speedrun that's taken place. Okay, so Baron Zeph number 1. Toto Zigem is number 2 with wins against Crystal Fissure and Yes Wally 1.
Yes.
Yes Wally 1 sits at number 2. Number 3. He's beaten Al Malloy. He's beaten Mau Mau Club 2, I believe, and he's also lost to Toto Zigem. And then way down the bottom with 2 losses is Crystal Fissure and Mau Mau Club 2.
Excellent host, Crystal Fissure.
Crystal Fissure, 0 and 2. Get some points on the board, please, mate. Your country and your friend are counting on you.
So, big news this week. We've lost 1 speedrunner already.
Well, they just disappeared.
Where's he gone?
Where's Mick Jagger? Well, we don't know, and that's why Mick Jagger was removed from the tournament. And who took over?
Lyle Bandicoot 93. Welcome to Group A. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, big news. Huge earth-shaking announcement with Lyle joining Group A. So far, he's done quite a few speedruns. I think if you look at the board, he's only had 1 uploaded, but I know he's got several more in the pipeline.
He's done about 3 or 4 so far, so good job, Lyle.
And that's something else to talk about too with the speedruns. I'll just, lift the veil a little bit for you guys, because we don't tend to upload speedruns the day they've been recorded. So it usually takes about, and this goes out to all the people who are sending their runs to me for uploading. There's usually about a 1 to 2 day queue for speedruns, because so many have been done. We have 135 speedruns to do, and like we upload about 2 to 3 a day, which is really impressive actually. This week we had something like 16 or 17 speedruns uploaded, which I think is a tremendous job.
Terrific effort by everyone.
So if you send your runs to me, don't expect them to be uploaded within the same day you send them to me. Usually give it about 48 hours before they're up.
Before we get on to our main segment, is there any other news we missed?
The only other news I can think of this week is that we're, like as I said, 17.8% through the tournament.
About 20%.
This is just like a PSA to those of you who haven't really done your runs yet.
Group B.
Currently speaking, we're at a really good pace for getting matches uploaded, but you'll notice, I think once the main people like the Trobs out there and the Ratchet 5s and myself and Crystal Fissure, once we finish all our matches and the only people who are left are the people who haven't done any matches yet, the things might slow down a little bit. So I can foresee this happening in the future. So I'm just going to give you all like a sort of announcement for that. That once we get to a stage where we're waiting on you guys to do your speedruns, we will be very strict with you getting them done, because as you know, a condition of signing up to this tournament was that you'd be available and that you'd be able to do all your runs. So
Get to it.
So far, so good. We're only
Yes.
week 2, and we've had a great thing. I don't want to like undersell that, but if we get to week 7, week 8, and you know Crystal Fissure's done all his runs, Ratchet 5's done all his runs, I've done all my runs, you know, then you know we're waiting on like James Jones's versus X-Cals, or like Wed 517 versus Avado, like things like that. We really want to mix in some of those runs with some of the other productive players and get everyone sort of going at the same time, because at this current rate, Group B has done half of the matches of Group A, so that sort of, if you extrapolate that, can be a bit of a problem. But so far, so good. Anyway, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Liam.
Oh, before that,
What?
we have honorable mentions.
Well, hold on, they don't know what the segment is yet.
Oh.
I haven't announced it.
Let's go.
Match
Of the week. That's
okay,
pretty good.
that was very good. That wasn't even planned. Okay, so match of the week. Now,
Matches of the week.
you've got some honorable mentions before we mention the match.
Before we go into the big ones, I have my lovely folder here, and 3 runs I thought this week were excellent. Number 1, Ratchet 5 versus Trob.
This is honorable mentions up here.
Spyro 2 Japanese, Spyro Sparks, Tondema Tours. Race to 13 orbs. Very good run. A lot of pressure on Ratchet 5 in that run. But still, a lot of good stuff.
And he only went down to the World Speedrunning Champion as well. So
Only. Trob's a very good runner.
so what can you do?
Match 2, Katie Lady versus Chris LBC.
Oh, this was
Spyro
good.
3
This was
race
good.
to destroy all the space cows in midday.
Very, very close to being my match of the week, actually.
Oh,
very
great.
close.
See, I didn't even know you could do so many of the skips in that video.
Now, that's impressive. Right? That was a very impressive run. If you look at the first 2 to 3 minutes of that match, they were pretty much even, like, frame by frame
yeah.
even.
So
So
a few messes up
very
by
impressive.
Chris LBC, I think.
we're expecting big things from you still, Chris.
Yes, not getting off the hook here, Chris. But yeah, good commentary, good match. Watch it if you haven't. And the third one, Katie Lady vs Trob. This is a...
Another very competitive match. I remember watching this one, and they both got into Crush it around the same time. And I was
Yes.
thinking, this could go either way. Like, that late into a speedrun is very uncommon to see matches that could go either way.
The whole Katie Lady was saying during the run, very neck and neck through Glimmer and through the second level Paracos.
That's right. Now,
Colossus.
I didn't prepare an honorable mention, but I'll throw this one in there that I've just come up with. Alice Clark versus Noelle McDavid was also a really good match. I remember coming down to the end of that, I felt very nervous myself, actually, and I remember Noelle and Alice were pretty much neck and neck, and Alice basically should have won that speedrun. She only fucked up a little bit at the end, and that cost her big time. So yeah, disappointing. But Noelle McDavid, very well done, and
good showing.
you almost beat Crystal Fissure, and you beat Alice. You're onto a good career here in speedrunning. But anyway,
Match of the week.
Match of the week.
I'll let you start.
well, my personal match of the week, and this sort of goes against everything that this tournament is about. Match of the week for me, Zindictive versus Keyford.
Excellent choice.
Only for the fact that it gave me 20 minutes of pure delight, and it was incredibly entertaining. I don't think I've been as entertained by a speedrun in such a long time. So, good job, guys. But I never want to see you guys talk in a call ever again.
For me, that was it was going to be my pick. We had to discuss this a little bit beforehand. We can't pick the same one, obviously. So for me, it's going to be Yes Wally versus Toto Zigam.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
This was a great race. These two speedrunners have excellent capabilities, and they're both doing all the tricks really well. Some of the stuff Wally did I didn't know you could do before. They both got first go onto the climb skip, I think.
Oh, very impressive.
Really good stuff.
Oh yeah, Wally, before going into this, I didn't think he was a real good Spyro speedrunner, but I would say you can take that Wally versus Toto match and put that up against any of like the really good speedruns we've had over the years, and that one would be there. Because, simple fact, it had everything you want. Really good strats, really good skills, and it was close. Very close.
Good execution. If you want to see one match this week, watch Wally versus Toto Zigam.
Yeah, and I'll say Keyford versus Indictive might not be for everyone, but it's incredibly fun.
If you community warriors out there, watch that one.
Yes. Anyway, I think that pretty much ends it for this week. Things we've got in the pipeline for next week, we've got several Lyle Bandicoot 93 matches, so
excellent.
Keep an eye out for those. Some more Group B matches will be uploaded, so I know a few in the pipeline, and I just want to put out there, Group B, get your matches done, please. I don't have to be there, remember? I'm not going to always be online, so...
Angus will always be there.
So if you guys do your runs without me, just still send them to me and upload them. Another episode of the ISGP cast is coming this week.
Look
too.
forward to it.
In that episode, we'll find out who the cutest speedrunner in this tournament is. So
Obviously, it'll be me.
I can't wait to see my name up there in lights and everything. But that pretty much wraps things up for this weekly roundup. I've been Nintendo Gen 64.
I've been Liam. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
As I always say, farewell for now, but not forever.
Bericht.
And me, Owen.
Teletubbies.